So for the wings, in color 1, which is the body of the owl, that color 1, we will start magic ring, six single crochets. Next row will be increase, which will become 12, 2 single crochet in each stitch. Row 3 will be single crochet, increase. Row 4 will be 2 single crochet, increase. And then we'll close the loop and cut the yarn for the color 1. Color 2 is a separate piece. We will start with chain 13 in color 2, then triple crochets, 8 triple crochets, then we'll do chain 3 and skip 1 stitch and slip stitch. I think it will be clear if you see the video. Okay, so now we will start with the body parts for the owl. Okay, so we will do the stomach first. Okay, then we will do eyes, then we will do beak, and finally the wings. Okay, now I will show you what I have done so you can understand better. Okay, so this is my Mr. Owl. So yeah, so we are going to do, I have not fixed it, just to show you. This is the wings, this is how it will be. See, it has got feathers. Okay, and this is the eyes. I don't know, let's decide. I'm not sure whether I'm doing this black outline or not, but it will have these 3 pieces. Then there's a beak. This is not fixed, so that's why it is all looking like this. And there's a stomach. Okay, and finally we will do an eyebrow that we will do once everything is finished. So first starting with the stomach. So one second, I'm just going to do the easy parts first, so then we can start with the other things later. Okay, now this. So what we have done is, we have done 16 chains, then 2 rows of single crochet, then I've increased only at the edges. Here I've increased, just increased on the edges for 4 rows. Okay, and then 2 rows of no increase, 4 rows of no increase, 2 rows of decrease, and then 1 row of single crochets. This is what I've done for the stomach. So I will write the pattern now so you can understand better. Okay, so now we are going to start with the stomach. We are going to use second color now. Okay, we start with slip knot and then we chain 16. That is row number 1. Row number 2 is, we will leave the first stitch. In the next stitch we will start doing single crochets. We will complete 15 single crochets, chain 1, turn. In the next row again 15 single crochet, chain 1, turn. In the row 4, first stitch there will be increase. Then for 13 stitches no increase, 13 stitches is just single crochet, and the last stitch is an increase. Chain 1, turn. Increase 15 single crochets, increase, chain 1, turn. Increase 17 single crochet, increase, chain 1, turn. I have not written the chain 1 because by now you know. Okay, so row 8 and row 9 there is no increase or decrease, just single crochets. Row 10 is decrease, single crochets, and last stitch is again decrease. And row 11 is again, it starts with a decrease, 17 single crochets, ends with a decrease. Row 12 and 13 is just single crochets. Okay, so let's continue. I'm using the second color, orange. Okay, so mine is a cream color owl. On the owl I'm going to use like an orange. I think it look nice. Okay, so let's start. So first you have to start with the slip knot. So you remember slip knot, go around your finger, then pull the long yarn through the loop. That's your slip knot. Actually try and keep a long chain. Okay, we need a long tail, okay, because we want the edges to be finished properly. So I have kept like 15 inch long tail. Okay, I will do a slip knot here. Throughout this project, even if I forget to tell you, for every part you need to give a long tail, because we don't want to have a problem because the tail is short. Okay, even if I forget to tell you, please remember this. So we're going to chain 16. You remember how to chain. Go, yeah, 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 and 16. Okay, so first stitch we will skip the first stitch, and in the second stitch we'll start doing single crochet. For all the parts you don't have to do it tight, you can keep it loose, and because loose will be a little relaxed. Now that you're doing all tight stitches for all the part whole of jellyfish, you've done like that, so you can relax and do a little slow, little loose. Okay, so just do single crochet till the end and I'll show you how it looks. I am at the last stitch. We're going to do a last single crochet. Remember not to do anything in the slip knot. Slip knot we are not doing. In the last stitch we will do a single crochet. Okay, for if you are a little finding it little difficult on how to handle this, just put on the first stitch. This is my first stitch. Yeah, and then here also in the last stitch. You can just add a stitch marker. This is for those of you who found it difficult, when you had initially you were doing the learning part, that swatch part, whenever you had a problem. Okay, so yeah, single crochet is done. Now you have to do a chain one and turn. Now where you have your stitch marker, that's where you do your first single crochet. Okay, then continue to do your single crochet till the end. This is the second one, going back to the first one, and I'm going to put the stitch marker in the first one. Okay, so I'll come to the end of the row and I'll show you. Now in the last stitch I'm going to remove the stitch marker, just do a single crochet there. Okay, now chain one. So this is how it looks. We did 16 chain slip knot, we did slip knot here, 16 chain, then 15 single crochet, then chain one turn and 15 single crochet we have done. Okay, now in the next stitch, in the next row number 4, we will do with an increase. So before we do that, what we do is chain one. I think I finished chain. Wait, I'll do this one. I'm not sure if I did the chain. This is my last single crochet, and then I do a chain and then I turn. Okay, now not in the chain space. Okay, in the first stitch you'll have to do an increase. Increase is 2 single crochet in that stitch, 1 and 2. Okay, next all the stitches we are just doing single crochet. There's no increase now, just single crochets till we come to the last stitch. In the last stitch there's an increase. Okay, I'll show you in the end. Just do single crochet. I'm at the last stitch now. Here I will remove the stitch marker and do your increase. So this is row number 4 completed, and this is how it looks. This is how it will look. Okay, so we've completed chain 16. We finished this row, we finished this row, and we have finished this row. Now next row is again increase, single crochets, and then again an increase at the end. I'm not putting stitch markers because I know where my stitches are. If you are struggling a bit, I would recommend you use the stitch marker, because that is easier. Instead of doing and undoing, unraveling and all of that, you can save a lot of time by just using the stitch marker. If you already know where your stitch is, you don't have to use. Okay, no harm in putting the stitch marker. But if you don't want. Okay, the increase stitch came out, so I put it back again, chain 1 and I'm turning. Now not in the chain space, okay, not in the chain space, in the first stitch where you have here, in that you have to do your increase 1 and 2. Okay, now till do single crochets till the end, with the last stitch is an increase. Okay, I'll meet you at the end. And with the last stitch now, I'm going to do an increase here. 1 and here is a 2. Okay, so this is how it looks. It's because of the increase, it's getting bigger. Okay, so now chain 1 and turn. Not in the chain space, in the first stitch you have to do an increase again. This is for 4 stitches we are doing an increase. Okay, this is the third increase row, sorry. So now all the stitches we will do single crochets, and we will come back with the, I'll come back at the last, when I'm at the last stitch, and show you the increase. Okay, I'm at the last stitch, I'm doing an increase now. Okay, this is how it looks. I hope you can see. So if I have to hold it like this is how it looks. Okay, we have one round of increase row. So now done. Oops, yeah, all fell. Chain 1, start with an increase, and then do single crochets, and then at the last stitch we do an increase. Okay, so I'll meet you at the last stitch. With the last stitch I'm going to do an increase here and 2. Okay, this is how it looks. Okay, so now if you don't know where you are staying, which row you are on, you remember when you're doing single crochet back and forth, you'll get this kind of ribs, right? So one rib is 2 rows already, 2 rows, 4 row, 2 3 4 5 6 rows is done. The 7th row is an increase again, so we will start with the, we'll chain 1 and turn and do the increase in the 7th row. Okay, and I will do single crochets till the end, and I will meet you there. We are going to do the increase in the last stitch. Okay, done. This is how it looks now. Okay, next 2 rows there is no increase, so let's see where we are in the pattern. Okay, we finished row number 5, row number 6, and we finished row number 7. Now 8 and 9, it's just single crochet, there is no increase or decrease here. So what we will do is we will chain 1 and turn, and we will do just 2 single crochets. There is no increase or decrease, and I will meet you at the end of this row with the last stitch, and I'm going to do a single crochet. Okay, then chain 1, turn, and just 2 single crochets again. There is nothing in the pattern to increase or decrease, so we'll just do single crochets, and I'll meet you at the end. I'm at the last stitch, so I'm doing a single crochet. It's got messed up. Okay, this is how it looks. Okay, I hope it's clear. It's increased and now it's going straight. Okay, now we are going to chain 1, and in the next row we are going to start with a decrease. So this is chain 1, turn, decrease is go through the front loop only of the first stitch and then of the second stitch. Because I have camera in the middle, I'm fine struggling. Okay, then come out of the both the stitches and make a single crochet. Okay, done. Now just single crochet till the end. In the last 2 stitches you have to do a decrease. So I'll come to the end and I'll show you how it is. With the last 2 stitches I'm just going to do a decrease. Okay, now in the next row is the same thing. So chain 1, turn the work around, and 1 decrease we will do. I can't see the okay, and then single crochets, and then at the end I will do a last decrease. Okay, I'll meet you at the end. Okay, I have completed that decrease also. This is how it looks. Okay, but I think I might have done a small change. See, this is the original pattern that I did, right? So this is how it is. Okay, this is the base, right? So I'm going to put the base on the base and see where I am. See, it's okay, everything is okay. And sorry, here I think I need to do one more row of decrease instead of just two rows of single crochet. The last row will be a decrease row. So I will explain this on the pattern. So till row number 11 we did this. Row number 12 we will change this. Okay, so row number 12 we will do a decrease, and I think it should be 15 single crochets here, then decrease. Okay, let's do this. So we start with the chain 1 and then we will do a decrease. Okay, now just single crochet, and in the last 2 stitches we'll do a decrease, and that's the end of this row, and I'll show you how to finish this. Okay, finish the decrease. Now what we want to do is here it is very neat, the edges are neat, but this part is not neat, right? It's not it's not giving a finish, nice and neat finish. So what we will do, after this is the yarn that I finished this row. Now I'm just going to go in any space here, closest possible space, and I'm going to do a slip stitch. The way you do slip stitch is grab the yarn, come out, and then just come out. Okay, now just go to the nearest possible. Don't pull. If you pull, everything will get the shape, you will lose the shape, so don't pull. Okay, wherever closest you can do, you can put as many as you want, but don't pull. That's all, you have to be careful. Okay, so you will get the entire thing in the only till the edge, right? Not any further. And this camera is making it's difficult to do with the camera, but anyways, so I have come till the very edge. Now I will leave a long loop because I need to sew this to the body of the owl. So I will give a long loop, and then I'm going to just do a knot here. Okay, so this is how the side looks. Now you remember we started with a very tall long tail, so on this side also we will use this the initially what tail we had. We'll just pull a loop and then we will go and start making the slip stitch just to give it a better finish than the raw edges it has right now. Don't worry too much about the shape and everything, it'll all come together. Like I told you before, don't pull the yarn, just keep it loose and do as many slip stitches as you can, just to make sure the edges are nice and clean. Okay, this is better now. Okay, now this is the this is done for the stomach is done. So next we will start with the wings. Okay, I'll explain how the wing is done. So this is what the wings will look like. Okay, so let me open and show you. So basically we are doing just a simple one, and then this is the ruffle. This is how the ruffle is. I will show you how to do this. Okay, and then we will fold this and stitch. I will explain this to you. So with the body color, okay, body color I'm going to start. Magic ring, six single crochets, four, five, and six. Okay, now just hold it straight and pull the string. It's here, 6 single crochet done. Now we are going to start the row 2, which is increase row. So we will go here, so yeah, we're going to do an increase here. 1 and 2. So do an increase in every stitch, that is 2 stitches in every stitch previous row. So 1 and 2. So continue increase in every stitch. So I will meet you at the end. So the next row I finished increase in all the stitches. So in the next row it is the first stitch. On the first stitch is a single crochet, and in the next one it is an increase. And single crochet, then an increase. So we will complete, I will complete this row and I will meet you at the end. Okay, now in the last row we will do 2 single crochet and then an increase. So first single crochet, okay, second single crochet and then an increase. Okay, so we can continue with this row and I'll show you, meet you at the end. So I'm at the last stitch, which is an increase. So here, and the second stitch. Okay, now I will leave a long tail and I will cut it. You need to make 2 like this because 2 wings. So I'm just going to take out this. Okay, yeah, 1. I already made 1 more, so I have 2 here. See, 2, and we already have the stomach done. Okay, so I'm just so that we don't lose these things, I'm just going to keep all of this together, and I'm going to find a yarn and tie it up together. Just give me 1 second. So just go in between, just so that we don't lose this. Okay, and such small things are there, it is very easy to lose them, that's why. Okay, and then you just tie to it. This is just for you to, just like a small tip for me. You can later cut this yarn, it's not a big deal. Okay, so then you don't lose this. Okay, now we are going to do the ruffle. Okay, so a ruffle I showed you is like this, then I just bend it over and it becomes like the feathers, and then we stitch it on the wing like this, and then it becomes like a feather. Okay, so let me show you. So we start with the color number 2. We chain 13, one, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 and 13. Okay, so now for triple crochet, what we do is double crochet you've learned. So triple crochet, you will yarn over 1 time. So there are 2 loops. First, initially there's 1 loop, you will yarn over 2 loops. Now you will yarn over 1 more time. So 1, 2, 3 loops are there. Now leave the first stitch, second stitch and the third stitch, do a triple crochet. So you will go into the loop, you will grab the yarn, come out. Now you will have 4 loops on your hook. Yarn over, come out of first 2 loops. Okay, now you will have 3 loops. Yarn over, come out of the next 2 loops, and yarn over, come out of the last 2 loops. We are doing it for 3 times, that's why it is triple crochet, 3 times triple. Okay, so now again I'll show you one more time. There's 1 loop on the hook. Okay, now yarn over 2 loops, yarn over 3 loops, so triple crochet, 1, 2, 3, triple. Okay, triple crochet. Now go into the same stitch, grab the yarn, come out. Okay, now yarn over and pull through the first 2 stitches. Okay, second time pull through the second 2 stitches, and third time pull through the third last 2 stitches. So that is triple crochet. I hope you've understood. So we are going to do 8 triple crochets. Now we finished 2, so the third one, go yarn over, come out, first 2, yarn over, second 2, and yarn over, final. Okay, I will do this very slowly now. 1 time, 2 time, so you have 4, yarn over first 2 loop, yarn over second 2 loop, yarn over third 2 loop. Now we finished 1 2 3 4. Another 4 we have to do. So I'm just going to do silently, so then you can see and understand. Now we finished 1. This first was a chain, right? First was a chain, then 1 2 3 4 5. Now 6th one, so we have the first is the chain loop, then we have 1 triple crochet here, 1 2 3 4 5 6 7, and this one more I have to do. Okay, 8 done. Now you skip the first 2 skip the 2 stitches, yeah, 1 and 2 you skip, and then in the third one you go and do a slip knot. Okay, now you chain 3 and do 8 triple crochets in the same place. It's not difficult, it's just that you get a hang of it. The stitch is longer and easier to do, faster it will finish. It's not really a stitch that people use in like other types of crochet, but more in the type of like dolls and toys. In that type of crochet we use this triple crochet a lot. And if you're making shawl or things like that, maybe in the edging we use this, but otherwise it's not a very, because it's very long, so you'll find a lot of people not using this. Okay, I'm just talking to you, so then, because I don't want to keep it silent. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7, this is the last one. Okay, chain 1 2 and 3, and then you skip 2, and the third stitch. You repeat the same thing, and I will meet you in the end. Okay, the third one is done. Now skip 2 stitches, and then here you can do a slip stitch, and you can do a 4th one here. So 1, and then you do the fourth one, like that is 8 times here again. Okay, I'll finish the 8 times and then I'll come back and show you how it looks. Okay, so I finished it. Now I will do the slip stitch in the same place. I will not skip stitches and all. I will just do the loops, slip stitch here itself. Okay, so I just want to show you how it looks. This is how it looks, right? So we have our wing here, so it will go around like this. We will stitch it up like this. Okay, so then that's how the ruffle will be. We'll do one more layer and I'll show you how it looks. So now what we're going to do, we are here, right? Usually we will chain and we will do it on the other side, but not on this one. What we are going to do is, instead of doing 2 of these and then coming back, it is a little difficult to handle it like that, because you'll have to stitch so many parts then. Okay, so you just go back into this chain and do a slip stitch. Okay, then go into this hole, okay, and do a slip stitch. Okay, now you know the place where we did this, the hole here, you have this one in this area. In this area is where you'll do again, instead of 8 you will do 6 triple crochet. So you first chain 3 and then do 6 triple crochet, not in this hole but inside here where you did the slip knot here. Okay, so we will do 6. Okay, I will do 6 and I'll show you. I'll come back and show you once I'm done with the 6. Finish 6. Now I've chained 3 and I'm going to do a slip knot in the same place where I did the 6 triple crochets. So I'm going here and just grabbing the yarn. Okay, now again we will do a slip knot into this previously where we have done the ruffle stitch. Okay, and then in the next, this is the next here, see, between the 2 places where we have done the slip knot here, this is where we're going to do the next 6 triple crochets. Okay, so chain 3, 1, 2 and 3. I know it is a little difficult to see in the video because of all the way it's all curling up into my hands. Chain 1, 2 and 3. Now not in this place, not here, but in the slip knot where we did the slip stitch here, in this between these 2 in middle here. Okay, we have to do triple crochet, so we have to yarn over twice, then go in that space and do 6 times triple crochet. Okay, I'll finish this 6 times and then I'll show you how it looks. Finish the 6 triple crochets. Now chain 3 and slip knot in the same place. Okay, we finished 2. Now in the last one we'll do a slip knot in this hole, and the final one we will do in the initial chain 3 space where we had the chain 3 in the initial one. Okay, so slip knot here, this is in the hole that I've done previously. Now in the first 3 chain space that we are here, we will go here and do a slip knot, okay, and then do chain 3, 1 2 3, and in this place we will do 6 triple crochets. I'll finish this and I'll show you. Okay, I finished this in the last 3 chains, and now I'm going to do a slip knot here. Okay, after the slip knot, I'm going to leave a long chain because I need to use it for sewing. Now it looks something like this. Okay, now if you can spread it out, I don't know if you can see it on the mirror, see the camera. So down there is 4 scallops, and on top there are 3 scallops. So what we're going to do is fold the scallop over, okay, like this. Fold it. The first one will be off. The first one will be like this. The second one will be between these two, okay, and the third one will be here. Understand? So I think if once it's sewn, you'll be able to see better. So I'm just going to thread the needle. Okay, so stretch everything out a little bit, stretch everything because it's all curling. So fold it right here. Okay, so here we finished the slip knot, so we're going back here and we will put a knot here just so everything is secured. Okay, now just give me a minute here. Okay, now what I will do is I will go back down here in the next stitch. Okay, then back up. So literally we are off centering it and stitching it. Right when you're doing the stitching, try and make a knot as and when possible, so then this is all nice and tight and doesn't come out. Okay, now this is done. This one is going to be in between these two. Okay, so keep that in mind, and while you're doing the sewing, and stitch it like that. Okay, now you can see it's a little loose. When it is a little loose, you should make sure you tighten it and put a knot, because that place is loose, meaning it will come out a little later. If not today, in 1 month's time it will start coming out. So whenever it is a little loose, you should tighten it off, put a knot, then it has got more strength to stay in that place. We're just going back and forth. See, on the back also it will be neat. You can't see anything because it's the same color yarn. You won't be able to see anything. So now we are going to the last stitch, last one. If you find the scallop is curling a little bit, try and put a knot here. You know, it will stay in its position. So then it will stay in position, right? Come back up, but try and keep the stitches here in this edge, not here. Try and keep it there. Oh, I think I made a mistake. Okay, and go back the final stitch. Here what you do is you have this small loop, right? Just put a knot here so then it doesn't come out. Always double knot, one and another one. Don't cut the yarn yet, we still need it. Okay, so now it looks like this. You see, if when it's stitched on the owl, you can see like the feathers are flying, you know, that's why it's like that. So what I've done is, you remember the color one, what we did, this part where it is ending, right, where you have this long yarn, keep it like this. This one needs to go on top of this, so this part is hidden behind this wing like this. So we're going to stitch it up like this. Okay, so let's do that. So this one we'll go again inside this and then inside the yellow part. Okay, well, first it's come here. Now what we will do is, first time when it has come here, we will just tie a knot. Okay, now the small tail of the white, that I will cut it off. The long tail still is there. Okay, so now here, come back up, go into the orange part and then the yellow part. Try and make it pretty. Okay, just if there is any yarn coming out or anything, just try to make it pretty. See, in the back it's okay in the back, however the stitches come up because that's not going to be seen, right? We're going to stitch it to the body of the owl. So every time you go in, you should go through the orange stitch as well as the yellow stitch, yellow part. Okay, just keep going till here and I'll show you once I reach there. So I finished attaching the full thing and I've tied the knot, cut the short ones, keep the long one. Okay, I've done it, and I've still kept the long yarn because we needed to attach it to the body of the owl. Also I finished the other one, so there are two, both the ones are ready. Okay, so you can see the feathers are ruffling. Okay, here, done. So imagine this is the owl. I don't know if you can see. Okay, so we will be stitching this here. We will have the stomach here, and then this, see how nice, how pretty it's looking. It's looking very pretty. Yeah, okay, so now what we will do is take it out. We will have to keep it safe at any time. This has to be safe, right? So what we're going to do is we're going to put inside any wedge and pull this yarn Same thing on this side. Somewhere. Just so many parts are there, so it's difficult. Okay, we just put a knot and we just leave it there so you don't lose it. Okay, so it's all safe now. So I'll show you what to do with all of this. For now, this is done.